Hello, everyone. Ben Bryce, joined by Teddy Tarvis on Tuesday, August 13th. Man, this year's flying by, Teddy. And so are these markets. Ooh, boy.
Yep.
What's going on out there? What are we seeing?
Yeah, things have been falling apart. You got really good weather in the mix for the beans, so they have been getting hit hard here. But the story from this week is we did have that USDA report come out yesterday. So yield was increased a little bit for the beans, not the friendliest. It was somewhat friendly for the corn, but not really seeing that follow through today. So, I mean, that's kind of the main story right now. Is there's also, just not a whole lot of news. Exports have been picking up a little bit. The 8 a.m. flash sales, so that is good news. So,
but overall, we're really not seeing demand. We've had a fantastic growing year. Everyone's yields seem like so far that they're going to be all right. But for these prices, beans down, they were down almost 20 yesterday. So far today, they're down about the same. And it seems like we're working our way down, and there's not a lot of hope left in these markets. But, this is similar to what we were seeing back in the end of May, right? When we had that decent rally. Funds were buying back, look good, and then we fell apart. And we find ourselves right where we're at right now with corn dancing around $4, wheat, Chicago wheat in that mid 550 area, and beans sub $10. So it's tough out there, and people are starting to panic. But something to keep in mind too, while that report on Monday, yesterday, did show that yields are good. Acres were cut a little bit, but the yield pop really just kind of offset all of that. Across grains in general, these funds are buying back, right? They held the record shorts back in the beginning of July. 350,000 short corn contracts. Corn really for the past month hasn't done anything. It hasn't really moved price wise. Sure, it's had its ups and downs, but you look at it on a week to week basis, there's really very little change. And when you have the funds in here buying back 110,000 contracts over that same time period where corn's been sideways, and you have farmers out there that have a ton of grain on hand that need to make room for the crop that's coming in, that need to make sales, or maybe thinking to themselves, well, shoot, we just lost, $1 since May. Can it go another $1, right? People are starting to think that way and get that panic mentality, and you're seeing that offset with the funds. So be careful out there. These markets are erratic. All you need is a headline, right? We're heading into, harvest is going to start picking up here over the next few weeks. We got the election coming around. And really, you have South America or something, a late frost here in the U.S. And now you have this production that looked really good. Now it could look bad. So just something out. Those are things that you need to be aware of right now in these markets that could change on a dime and really ignite a little bit of fire. So, grains, ugly. We don't want to talk about it if we don't have to.
Not all doom and gloom.
Yeah, but cattle and hogs are fun to watch. At least they're moving around a little bit here.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I would say that for the hogs. They've been falling apart here a little bit, but exports they've been bad. They've been a little bit better. So I think if you're looking out into those deferred months, you can find some really good good prices as far as potentially going long, but it's a market it's really tricky right now because there are different gaps that you can look at from a technical standpoint and from a fundamental standpoint. Not really much has changed. So when it comes to hogs, it's really just a market that you really need to know where your risk is in that market. So definitely something to just be careful of. And then just moving over to the cattle, it's been a roller coaster. So.
And when you look at cattle, you mentioned, potentially those deferred months being at a good, price. And sure, cattle more than hogs right now seems like it's following that stock market a little bit. And we had that major sell-off early last week, and hogs got just decimated, on that same day. But now that we're getting rumors of more and more talk of maybe this rate cut coming into play, maybe a quarter point, maybe now potentially half a point in September, it seems like people are getting a little bit more excited. The stock market is doing good today, and the livestock is doing good today. Beef's doing good. So it seems like there might be something there, but that may be a silver lining of hope that if recession fears are out of the picture, we're going to start lowering rates to maybe get some action going in the stock market, get the stock market excited again. That may look for a little bit of a demand spike later on in these livestock markets.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just to add on to that too, with the box beef numbers we've seen, kind of at an area in the chart where there could be a little bit of resistance, but there could also be a little support a little bit lower. So definitely something to watch, if you're into the cattle side of things.
Right. And then obviously world news, right? We're focusing a lot on what's going on in the Middle East and Ukraine and Russia. They're starting to make progress, but there's new headlines going on every day out there. So keep your eyes out on that as well, especially if you're looking at these energy markets. Those seem to swing erratically with that. But in the meantime, if you guys have any questions, give us a call. We're available anytime, 1-800-2-MARKET. That's 1-800-262-7538. And thank you guys for watching. Teddy, thank you guys for being here. Looking forward to talk to you all very soon. Thank you.